Now that's a mode I like in life. Wake up in the morning and turn on slow mode. Hello, Cassie Lynn 2009. Come to Puerto Rico. I will try. Yankees? You're going to be upset? Today in New York City, we are all Yankees. I wrote that today on the treadmill. Sounded, stop it. You can't be a Yankees fan for one day. Ryan M says, boo. You could be a Yankees fan for one day. Just because you're a fan of baseball and you're a fan of an institution that takes place inside of a city like New York. I'm wearing my Yankees hat today. Wore my Yankees hat all day today, which means my hair looked terrible. Don't go to sleep, sorry, Ta baby. You're probably on the West Coast or somewhere else. But a wagonist, look, I own a Yankees cap. I think a New York Yankees cap is one of the few transcendent team caps, just like Boston, I think, and LA, that mean more than just the team that the hat is advertising. It's more than the team, it's the city. And, you know, great George Steinbrenner passed away. I thought, you know what, I'm going to wear my Yankees hat all day today. Because today we're all Yankees for one day. And by the way, I own the cap, but it's less about saying that I follow any team and more that I live in New York City, and I'm all about New York City. Thank you, Crystal. See? I make sense if you let me ramble long enough. You hear about the Knicks? Al Harrington is going to the Nugs. I'm going to pretend like, yes! Yes! Ooh! Nugget Chica. Yes! Oh, I know it. I saw BB in a Yankees cap the other day. Who's BB? I'm going to answer slowly. That's how I'm going to answer. Be a part owner of the Nets. You can be a part owner of the Nets by going to Malaria Net and what is it called? Malaria No More, and purchase a malaria net for $10 and help stop the spread of malaria in Africa. And then you would be technically part owner of the Nets. And you would be lying, where your friends would be lying if they told people late at night at a bar that they owned the Nets. You'd be telling the truth. Big shout out to Ohio/Jessica. Ohio or Jessica. Jessica Ackerman says, say hi to Ohio/Jessica. Let me choose. Ohio. Hello, Ohio. Cover a Beatles song. Might as well shoot yourself through the soft palate of your mouth because you're not going to do it right. I was thinking today that I would like, if I was ever, this is going to sound really dark, but if I was ever going to commit suicide and write a manifesto, I would want that manifesto to make so much sense that everybody reading it would be like, okay, that's the smartest thing I've read in my life. And it stands to reason that the only reason I'm still alive is because I've not yet written that perfect manifesto. Because you always, you know, like, just write that thing and people read it. Like, he left this one thing behind, and it's like controversially sensible. Like, you read it and you go like, that dude knew what was going on. You know, people want to teach it in schools. They can't because of the way I went out. You know, everyone who ever commits suicide and writes a manifesto, it's always weird. It's always over the top. You know, what about something that makes like a ton of sense? You're like, fuck, I missed the guy, but if he left me that, you know. Okay, even on slow mode, there's a, what are we up to here? 1,461 people. You know what I see that as? 1,461 chances to ruin my career in the middle of the night. Will your next album feature a vuvuzela? No, not as it currently exists. But I think if you can mathematically drill the right holes in it, you could play it like a clarinet. And then you just have an entire soccer stadium playing Benny Goodman tunes during a football game. And they're playing Body and Soul in the final 3 minutes. Hi, John. Hey, John, my name is Catherine. Let's get married. If only all conversations were that simple. I feel like, and the thing about vuvuzelas is, I feel like they didn't get any quieter as the World Cup rolled on. I feel like we just got more used to that frequency being drilled into our ears. So it sounds like it got quieter, but I think it was always just as loud. It's just that we got more tolerant of it. Sort of like Kesha. At first, it was loud. And then we just sort of accepted it. Just kidding. I shouldn't make lateral artist put downs because God knows I hate being put down. But I mean, I think Kesha probably knows. I feel like Kesha would be like, look, I'm making more money than you this year. And I'd be like, you're absolutely right. What else is here? Oh, Allie loves Press Hilton. I love Press Hilton. I think he's doing everything wonderfully. He's doing great. I see a lot of longevity there. Good night, Tess. John Mayer Jr. The guy's name is John Mayer Jr., spelled wrong. He's got to be my kid. It's been a long night in New York City. It's been an easy night. I'm taking it very easy before I head out on tour. The last 2 or 3 days before I go out on tour, I'm doing nothing, so I get super bored. I'm not watching the Hills finale, but I read about it, and apparently, like, they went to some really, like, super metaphysical ending, which makes up for, I guess, 7 years of having a cheese grater against your sensibilities. Seems like at the end they said they knew that I don't know. Apparently at the end of the show, they had like slow motion shots of everybody and then like text at the bottom of the screen. It said like Brody Jenner went on to own a software company. Kristen Cavallari went on to play drums for the Wonders. Oh man, Chris Carrabba. You know, someone just asked me right there, have I considered writing a song with Chris Carrabba? And I hadn't in the past, but lately I think about it because I feel like that dude, Dashboard Confessional, is so ahead of their time and so good that people who are fans of them in 99 or 2000, 2001 are now getting the chance to get their own record deals and put their own bands together. And they're basically doing that, except they're doing a watered down that, and they're making a lot more of a career out of it. And that just makes me so mad because it just reminds me of me. God, even on slow motion mode, I can't even say this. Let me stare at it for a minute. Collaboration with Kanye West, whenever he wants. Whenever he wants, I'd be there. Shout out to Mel in Australia. Mel, it's a terrible thing you've done out there in Australia. I know you're hiding out there now. I won't tell anybody. Just get some help. Rob Dyrdek. I did talk to Rob Dyrdek lately. That guy's a smart guy. Smart guy. Demi Lovato, great, great girl. She's right on track. She's going to be around for a long time. BP. I don't know who that is. You're an MTV TJ finalist and fan. What's a TJ? MTV TJ finalist and fan. What's TJ? Television jockey? What's a TJ? Anybody know what a TJ is? Yes, I will be back in the UK. I look bored. Well, we're not exactly talking about world events. A Twitter jockey. A TJ is a Twitter jockey.